Narcissists think they're the smartest people in the room. They believe they can manipulate, lie, and twist reality without ever getting caught. But what if you flip the script and set a trap that they don't see coming? That's exactly what I did. And today I'm breaking down how I outmaneuvered a narcissist and made them expose themselves. All right. This is something that where I made them panic and they never saw it coming. I'm going to let you know exactly how to trap a narcissist in their own lies and make them contradict themselves, and how to set them up to expose themselves using their own true nature without them ever realizing it. And I'm even going to reveal the simple mistake that narcissists always make so that you can have them fall right into this trap. Hey there, I'm Rebecca Zung. I'm a globally recognized negotiations expert. I'm a high conflict communications specialist and an attorney, the best-selling author of the book Slay the Bully. And I've spent my career outsmarting narcissists in courtrooms, negotiations, personal interactions. And today I'm going to tell you exactly how to set a trap that narcissists cannot escape. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I invite you to subscribe, hit that bell. I release brand new videos every single day just for you because I want you to have powerful strategies. I don't want you to be in the dark anymore. I'm so glad that you're here. Make sure you turn on those notifications so that you get notified as soon as the brand new videos go live. All right, so let's talk about those narcissist weaknesses and why they always fall for traps. Narcissists are actually, I would say they're extremely difficult to deal with, but they're actually almost like one-celled amoebas. They're actually very simple to understand. They overestimate their intelligence because they believe that they'll never get caught. Biggest weakness is that they always overplay their hand. All right. They think that they're winning even when they start to lose. And I've seen this time and time again in negotiations. It's sort of like a chessboard where they're kind of making that move. It's sort of like it's too late and they're still moving, like checkmate is about to happen. So how did I design this perfect trap? What did I know about this narcissist? Well, they're a compulsive liar. All narcissists tend to lie. And kind of crazy thing that always blows my mind is that they lie about things that they don't necessarily have to lie about, and things that are readily available to check. That's the thing that's always kind of like crazy to me. And so in this particular instance, the person couldn't resist bragging, even when they thought that they had the upper hand, contradicting themselves just to assert control. So my strategy is, and this is something that I always say should be your strategy too, is keep things close to the vest. Let them think that they're winning. Let them think that you're still the person that you've always been. Don't go letting them know that you've got good leverage. Don't let them know that you've got a plan. So then kind of start planting information that they can't resist using against you. And that's what I did. I planted some information that they couldn't resist using against our side. All right. And then we asked a question that forced them to expose themselves. In other words, we're setting a trap using their own behavior, their own words, their own situation, whatever they're doing, and they're confidently falling for it, and you're giving them rope to hang themselves. Okay, then they're going to end up taking the bait because they think so highly of themselves. All right, so you set up a situation where they end up lying because they're going to end up lying because that's what they do. And then they contradict themselves, which they end up doing. And they think that they're outsmarting us. They think that they're outsmarting our side. And then you end up revealing the evidence when you're ready, and then they fall into your trap. But you don't reveal your evidence, you don't reveal your plan, you don't reveal what you want to reveal until you have them surrounded, until you're ready. I would say you're building an invisible fence around the person, and then you don't let them know that it's there until you're ready to turn it on. All right. And then the reaction is it's priceless, right? So suddenly they realize that they're going to be exposed unless they, agree to the settlement proposal that you want them to agree to.
Fed up with narcissists walking all over you? Sick of everyone believing their lies while you're paying through the nose in attorney's fees? What if you could hold all the cards for a change? Hey, I'm Rebecca Zung. I'm a top 1% trial attorney, a USA Today bestselling author, and I've spent my entire career helping people slay narcissists in negotiations, most recently through my proven slay method. What if your suffering could become your superpower? Imagine turning all that pain into power, not just for you, but for others too. This is your chance to take back control. You can finally win. Become a high conflict negotiation certified coach. Help others while transforming your own life and do good for the world. This is your chance. Go to RebeccaZung.com/apply and I'll show you how to turn the tables for good starting today.
So when you get into a conflict resolution settlement proposal conversation, whether it's a mediation, an arbitration, maybe it's just a four-way conference with your lawyers, whatever it is, you say option A is, here's how I want to have a settlement. And option B is you're going to be surrounded. And that's when it is checkmate. That's when it is game over. So I want to know, have you ever set a trap for a narcissist? And how did they react? So what I want you to do right now is I want you to put game over in the comments, because it's time for it to be game over for whoever it is that you're dealing with. If you are negotiating with a narcissist, I want you to get my free Crush My Negotiation Prep Playbook to get started. It's a huge, amazing tool to get you started at winmynegotiation.com. And I want you to get started. So how do you do this? Step one, let them think they're winning. Narcissists love power and control. Pretend to be naive. They're going to underestimate you. They're going to think that you're the person that you've always been. And then use strategic silence. Narcissists hate silence. They're going to fill it with lies. The more they talk, the more they send texts, the more they send emails, the more they send messages, which, by the way, I do recommend you use one form of communication, whether it's email, whether it's a court-approved app like Our Family Wizard, Talking Parents, whatever it is, use that. And then ask your question. Wait, didn't you say something different before? Whatever. Narcissists love to contradict themselves. Force them to do it. Narcissists fumble for words. As their lies unravel, let them destroy themselves. This is what you do. You get my free Crush My Negotiation playbook at winmynegotiation.com. Get started. And when they realize that they've been trapped, they're either going to explode, they're going to deny, they're going to play the victim, but you've set them up so that they're going to be squeezed, they're going to be surrounded. But none of it matters, because they're going to have to go with your options. Option A is going to be your settlement proposal, or option B is going to be where you're going to go with your plan, and they're going to be exposed in that way. In that sense, they're going to end up coming to your conclusion. Let's recap. How to trap a narcissist and make them expose themselves. Let them think that they're in control for as long as you need to. Stay silent while you plan, while you create your strategy, while you create your leverage, while you build your case, while you build your option B. Present your options, option A, option B. Stay calm, and then let them choose. But, they will end up resolving the negotiation in the way that you want, whether it's all the way at the end, depending on how far they take it, it may be. But once you know how to do this, narcissists will never be able to manipulate you ever again, because you're going to be free. You're going to realize that they're way more afraid of you than you are of them. You're going to have the power at that point. You're shifting this dynamic of power, and you're going to realize, oh, wow, how afraid they actually are. And you're going to realize how even more powerful, you're going to realize how powerful you actually are. You don't have to let this narcissist be in control. You're actually in control, and you don't have to convince them of anything, because they're going to realize they don't have any other options. All right. And you're doing this all with their behavior. You're just demonstrating how it's going to have to go with their own words, with their own lies. So if this video helped you, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this with somebody who needs to hear this today. I have so many more powerful legal strategies coming your way, negotiation strategies, communication strategies coming your way, and you don't want to miss what's next. Have you been looking for a natural way to relieve aches or discomfort or stress? CBD gummies from Cornbread Hemp are formulated to work with your body instead of against it. I have really close family members and friends who have dealt with stress or health issues, really severe health issues, and I have seen this work amazing miracles for them. And what I love about their products is that not only does it help relieve discomfort or stress or sleeplessness, but they're actually third-party lab tested and USDA approved, and they're organic, so they ensure safety and purity. And right now, Negotiate Your Best Life podcast listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/negotiate and use the code negotiate at your checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/negotiate and use the code negotiate. When I first launched my store at shop.rebeccazung.com, I needed a simple way to manage online and in-store sales. Shopify Point of Sale made it seamless. Shopify POS connects everything online and in-store into one system. Customers shop how they want, and my team always has the tools to get the sale done. It's proven to work. Shopify POS users see a 22% better total cost of ownership and an 8.9% sales boost on average. Want more? Check out shopify.com/negotiate, all lowercase, shopify.com/negotiate. So the next video that I want you to watch is the one question that made a narcissist break down in deposition. So make sure you watch that next. Remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. I'm so glad that you were here, and they only win if you give in. You don't have to do that because we have so much right here for you. So I'm so glad that you stopped by. I'm so glad that you were here, and I will see you in that next video.